The foundation course covers all the techniques necessary to make and fit panels. So shaping panels, forming double curvatures, flanging edges, wiring edges.
Knocking it back in on
A
itself.
big part of the foundation is also the welding. It's a very specific type of welding, very specific technique to what we do. And basically that covers butt weld in thin sheet metal without the use of a filler rod, so that it can be planished to a smooth joint. The beauty of the foundation course is that we can and do work with any level of experience. So we will have people who have never touched a hammer, never touched a file, but I can guarantee, I can teach them to weld as efficiently as anyone in those 4 days, because we've done that over time, we've proven that. We will also get experienced people, even professionals that come to just maybe get a bit of confidence, maybe learn techniques that they've never covered or never actually been taught, they've just sort of picked up themselves. But in the same way, they can work at their own pace, and they will get one-to-one time over the course, so that they do get the most out of it. So most of the course is very hands-on. People will be physically making things, but obviously what precedes that is some classroom discussion about the techniques. So it's understanding what's behind the techniques. That's important to understand, those technical aspects of it. Then we'll demonstrate things. So we'll always demonstrate each technique before the student will go on to make their own piece. But then we'll also recap, so after they've made their piece, we'll recap on all the problems they might have come across. Again, recap just on what's behind the shrinking and stretching and all the rest of it. So that's the kind of formal part of the course, but there's also time for general discussions. So we do have regular tea breaks. They're kept short to sort of maximise the time learning, but they are important to have the breaks so that, again, we can just talk through things. Students will talk amongst themselves, learn from each other, but also they can ask me sort of any questions during the break. The maximum size of group we would ever have on a course is 5 people, but more normally 4. And everybody will have their own tools, their own workbench, their own welder, their own wheeling machine, so they can all work at their own pace within reason, within the structure of the course. We do sell a range of tools on the course that fit in with what we're teaching. Some of those we buy in, we've sourced from manufacturers, and we have tried and tested them. Others we have actually developed ourselves, so even some of the hand tools, but also we've developed over time our own wheeling machine, which is developed specifically for making car body panels or vehicle body panels, whereas most of the traditional wheeling machines were built for aircraft panels. So they were built for making larger panels. Ours are better suited to the type of panel most of our students are going to be making. I mean, what we aim to do is give people the most knowledge they can gain about this type of work, so tips and tricks, skills, techniques, methods, tools and so on, to give them all of that in the shortest possible time, obviously to make it practical in terms of what they can afford in time and money. The cost of the course is reflected in the quality of the teaching and what students will learn over those 4 days. So they are expensive, but that is to cover what's been developed for the course, the equipment, machinery and so on, but also the low numbers on the course. And what people tell us is that it is good value for money, because what they're learning in those 4 days could save them years of trying to learn themselves if they ever got there.